Have you ever reached the end of the day feeling completely exhausted, even though you did not do anything physically demanding? Your body is tired, your mind is tired, your patience is gone, your motivation feels low. And yet, when you think about it, you did not spend the day lifting heavy weights or running a marathon. You spent the day carrying stress, worrying about things you cannot control, replaying conversations, dealing with negativity, fighting battles that never needed to be fought. The truth is that energy is one of the most valuable resources you have, and unlike money, time, or possessions, many people give it away without realizing it. That is why one of the most important skills you can develop in life is learning how to protect your energy. Because your energy affects everything: your mindset, your relationships, your work, your goals, your peace. And when your energy is constantly drained, everything becomes harder. Remember this: not everything deserves your attention, not everything deserves your reaction, and not everything deserves your energy. Part 1: Your energy is limited. Most people understand the importance of protecting their money. They think carefully before spending it, they budget it, save it, invest it, but very few people think about energy the same way. Every day, you wake up with a limited amount of mental, emotional, and physical energy. Once it is spent, it is spent. That is why how you use it matters. Many people give away their energy without realizing it. They spend hours worrying, hours complaining, hours comparing themselves to others, hours thinking about problems they cannot solve. And by the end of the day, they have nothing left for the things that truly matter. The challenge is that energy is often lost little by little. One unnecessary argument, one negative conversation, 1 hour of scrolling, one stressful thought repeated 100 times. Individually, these things may seem small, but together they create exhaustion. Many people are not tired because they are doing too much. They are tired because they are carrying too much. Too many worries, too many distractions, too many things that do not deserve their attention. The truth is that energy is a resource, and like every valuable resource, it must be protected. Part 2: Stop fighting every battle. Many people are exhausted because they are fighting battles that do not need to be fought. Every criticism, every disagreement, every negative comment, every opinion, every misunderstanding, they feel the need to respond, to defend themselves, to prove a point, to win the argument. Many people spend hours defending themselves against people who have already made up their minds. They replay conversations, they think of better responses, they imagine arguments that never happen, they lose sleep over proving a point. The problem is that not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Not every critic needs to be convinced. Not every person needs to agree with you. Some people will misunderstand you no matter how clearly you explain yourself. Some people will criticize you no matter how hard you try. And some people are committed to seeing only what they want to see. The sooner you accept that, the more energy you save. One of the signs of emotional maturity is knowing when to walk away. Not because you are weak, not because you are afraid, but because you understand that your peace is more valuable than being right. The truth is that every battle comes with a cost, and sometimes the cost is your energy. Choose your battles carefully, because every unnecessary fight takes energy away from something more important. Part 3: Some people drain you. The people around you have a powerful influence on your life. Some people inspire you, encourage you, challenge you to grow. They leave you feeling stronger every after a conversation. But not everyone has that effect. Some people drain your energy. Every interaction feels heavy. Every conversation becomes negative. You may have met people like this. After spending time with them, you feel exhausted. Not because the conversation was long, but because it was heavy. Every topic becomes a complaint. Every opportunity becomes a problem. Every solution becomes another reason why something cannot be done. Negativity has a way of spreading. That is why it is important to pay attention to how people affect your mindset. The people around you should not drain your hope. They should help strengthen it. The challenge is that many people spend too much trying to fix people who do not want to change, trying to please people who cannot be pleased, trying to earn approval from people who have already decided not to give it. The truth is that you cannot control other people, but you can control how much access they have to your energy. This does not mean cutting everyone out of your life. It means being wise about who influences your mindset, because the people closest to you often have the greatest impact on your peace. Part 4. Protect your peace. Peace is one of the most valuable things you can possess. Unfortunately, many people sacrifice it far too easily. They trade peace for approval, peace for attention, peace for unnecessary drama, peace for things that do not matter. Many people say they want peace, yet they constantly invite chaos into their lives. They follow drama, they engage in every argument, they consume negativity all day, and then they wonder why they feel overwhelmed. Peace is not only about what you allow into your life, it is also about what you choose to keep out. Sometimes protecting your peace means turning off the noise, stepping away from distractions, and creating space to think clearly again. The challenge is that peace takes time to build, but it can disappear quickly. One toxic conversation, one unnecessary conflict, one unhealthy habit, one negative environment. This is why protecting your peace requires intention. It requires boundaries. It requires discipline. Sometimes protecting your peace means saying no. Sometimes it means leaving a situation. Sometimes it means choosing silence instead of reacting. And sometimes it means accepting that not everyone will understand your decisions. The truth is that peace is not something you find, it is something you protect. Part 5. Stop carrying other people's opinions. Many people are carrying burdens that were never theirs to carry. The opinions of strangers, the expectations of others, the judgment of people who do not truly know them. They spend countless hours worrying about what everyone thinks, what everyone might say, how everyone might react. Imagine how much energy is wasted trying to gain approval from everyone. Changing who you are, changing what you say, changing what you want, simply to avoid criticism. The truth is that approval is a moving target. No matter what you do, someone will approve, someone will disapprove. That has always been true, and it will always be. The question is not whether everyone agrees with you. The question is whether you are living according to your values. The problem is that this creates a life driven by approval instead of purpose. No matter what you do, someone will disagree. Someone will criticize. Someone will misunderstand. This is part of life. The question is whether you will allow those opinions to control your energy. Because every minute spent worrying about someone else's opinion is a minute that could have been spent building your future. The truth is that not every opinion deserves a place in your mind, and certainly not every opinion deserves your energy. Part 6. Focus on what moves you forward. Every day presents choice. You can invest your energy in growth, or you can spend it on distractions. You can focus on your goals, or focus on things that do not matter. You can move forward, or remain stuck in the same place. Many people want better results, but they continue giving their attention to things that move them backward. Drama, negativity, comparison, resentment, worry. Every minute spent comparing yourself to someone else is a minute that could have been spent improving yourself. Every minute spent dwelling on the past is a minute stolen from the present. Every minute spent focusing on what you cannot control is energy that cannot be used to move forward. The most successful people are not necessarily more talented. Often, they are simply better at protecting their focus. They understand that attention is valuable and they refuse to waste it. The challenge is that attention creates direction. Whatever receives your focus tends to grow. That is why successful people are often selective with their energy. They understand that every distraction has a cost, and that cost is progress. The truth is that your future is built by what you consistently receives your attention. Choose wisely. Part 7. Invest your energy wisely. At the end of the day, life is an investment. Every day you are investing your time, your attention, your focus, and your energy. The question is, what are you investing it in? Are you investing it in growth, in learning, in meaningful relationships, in becoming a better version of yourself? Or are you investing it in things that leave you exhausted and discouraged? The reality is that your energy shapes the quality of your life. Where your energy goes, your attention follows. Where your attention goes, your actions follow. And where your actions go, your future follows. That is why protecting your energy is not selfish, it is responsible. Because every goal you want to achieve requires energy. Every relationship you want to strengthen requires energy. Every dream you want to pursue requires energy. So take a moment and think about that. What is draining your energy right now? What battle are you fighting that no longer deserves your attention? What opinion are you carrying that no longer matters? What habit is stealing your peace? Perhaps the answer has been obvious all along. Perhaps it is simply time to let it go. Remember this, not everything deserves your attention. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everything deserves your energy. Protect your peace, protect your focus, protect your future, protect your energy.